Hello, everyone. This is Laura, and welcome back to Become a Fluent English Speaker. Today, I want to tell you a story about one simple word, a word with only 2 letters. For years, I was afraid of saying it. If someone asked for help, I said yes. If someone invited me somewhere I didn't want to go, I said yes. If someone gave me extra work, I smiled and said yes again. At first, I thought I was being kind, but little by little, I noticed something strange. The more I tried to make everyone else happy, the less happy I became. One Friday evening, after another exhausting week, I visited a small bakery near my apartment. The owner knew me well. He noticed that I looked tired. He placed a cup of tea on the table and asked, "Long week?" I laughed. Very long. Then I told him something I'd never admitted before. I don't know how to say no. He smiled. Instead of answering immediately, he walked to the kitchen. A few minutes later, he returned with a tray full of bread. It was completely overloaded. Some loaves were already falling off the edges. He placed it carefully on the table and asked, "Can I put one more loaf on top?" I looked at the tray. "No," I replied. "Everything will fall." He smiled again. "Exactly. People are just like this tray. If you keep saying yes to everything, eventually something important falls." Those words stayed with me. A few days later, a colleague asked me to finish part of his project. Normally, I would have agreed without thinking, but this time, I took a deep breath. I smiled and said, "I'm sorry, but I can't today." There was a moment of silence. I expected disappointment, maybe even anger. Instead, he simply nodded. "No problem," he said. "I'll find another solution." That was it. The conversation lasted less than 30 seconds. But something inside me changed forever. I realized the fear had been much bigger than reality. Most of the pressure existed only inside my own mind. From that day on, I started asking myself one simple question before agreeing to anything. If I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? Sometimes I was saying no to rest. Sometimes to my family. Sometimes to practicing English. Sometimes to my own health. Every yes has a hidden cost. The challenge is making sure it's worth paying. Today, I still enjoy helping people. Kindness is important. Generosity is important. But I've learned that kindness toward others should never require cruelty toward yourself. Healthy boundaries don't push people away. They protect the relationships that truly matter. Before we finish today's podcast, let's learn some useful English words from today's story. Boundary, a limit that protects your time or energy. Overloaded, carrying more than you can handle. Exhausted, extremely tired. Generosity, the willingness to help others. Pressure, the feeling that you must do something. Protect, to keep something safe. Balance, giving the right amount of time and energy to different parts of life. Now here's today's challenge. Today, before saying yes, pause for 5 seconds. Ask yourself, do I really want to do this? If the answer is no, remember that saying no politely is not rude. Sometimes it's necessary. Before you leave, answer today's question in the comments. What's one situation where you wish you had said no? I'd love to read your stories. If you enjoyed today's English listening podcast, don't forget to subscribe to become a fluent English speaker. This is Laura. And remember, the people who truly respect you will also respect your boundaries. Keep listening, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next podcast.